kind of what we've learned to do, I think, and that's why people trust us.
And I think it's Twitter, and it's also all of our online content. We've been doing video for a while, and we're able to now reach people with stories across all different platforms. One of the questions we get asked a lot is, we're a small family-run, independently operated hotel. It's definitely given us a huge advantage in that we can put out content whatever we want, talk to whoever we want, whenever we want. There's no corporate filters, and I think any small business that doesn't have corporate structures to deal with is at a huge advantage right now and can take advantage of that. We can post up videos about Sarah hanging out in the restaurant, and whoever it is that's there, post pictures of people, show faces. We can do that all the time. Someone like a big corporate hotel chain, who I've been talking with, a few of them are very confused as how do we talk to people? We're a corporation. So any small business is at a great advantage now if they take advantage of the fact that you can deal with your customers. We're a 130-room property, family run, and that's not a lot of people. We can talk to those people. We're not talking about hundreds of thousands and millions of people like some big corporations. So I think that any small business is at an advantage now to take it and make it about people and communicate to customers. What are we doing at time?
I think I need to wrap this up by literally thanking everybody who has supported us so far, because that's what it's all about. Is Adam and I could produce content and do a million tweets a day, but if people don't come and support us, we can talk about ourselves all the time, but when all of our friends talk about us, it makes us, I don't know, it's all inside. But that's what makes it the most important thing, is that when other people talk about us, and we love that. We want people to come visit us and be our friends.
One final note for me, 1 minute, is I had an interesting moment last night that I thought was sort of appropriate with our owner, who's very much sort of the driving force behind a lot of this, with his ideas, and he pushes chaos. We're sitting at the bar drinking a glass of wine, and he says that he wants everyone to be an Epicurean. And I said, I didn't know what the word meant, so we looked it up on my iPhone, and we found out that he's very interested in this Epicureanism idea, which is pleasure, people who seek intense pleasure and giving people pleasure, oftentimes through food and wine, and but just that camaraderie and the pleasure of someone else having a good experience. And I think that Twitter now and Facebook and online, people want to have good content from someone, be interested, and have personal relationships, have community. And so last night we had about 10 people, all the servers sitting there eating shrimp cocktail and filet, and showing the servers how to, this pleasure of just the camaraderie of community and people hanging around talking. And I think that, that's what we're trying to do, and that's what our owner very much likes. And to be able to do that now online and reach so many more people who then we meet in person is exciting for us. So that's who we are.
I was going to preface their talk by saying that these guys are an example of two people that are changing the hospitality industry one tweet at a time. And I think that to the extent that I travel a lot, and to the extent that people make it a point to connect to you as a person and you're not dealing with corporations, I think that the platforms like Twitter really, and social media, do let you connect and make you want to do business. And so it's, the technology that we're using that we take for granted is just transforms many different businesses at the same time, and no matter how you're using it for your job, chances are the person next to you is using it a little bit differently. And so what I find so fascinating is how every industry segment almost is being transformed, and when you blink, you're going to see tremendous change and wonder how did that happen. And so anyway, I appreciate Brian coming out, particularly not feeling so well, but thanks you guys. Alan, you came in from Ottawa? Yep. You're up next. Come on. Alan is in.